from the boom. Look who just stepped in the room. Got soldiers in every direction. As long as they stepping in tune. I been all black with the groove. Watching Babylon fall to doom. Look, oh, I'm ready, and I know that you know that her love is deadly, but I am immune. These niggas talking rude to whom? That's a spot, you'll be moving soon, and you'll be leaving shortly. Still fucking with them angels, yeah, they still enforcement. Got a whole lot of zeal, I can't get it off me. Plus I'm winning like I got a blue ribbon on me. He ain't one punch, bitch, I'm making party. See, I do these niggas like to do that pillow talking. So that's why I bought a Glock to the summer party. Got it off the dust. I just began to a pretty much. That brotherhood of weapon, gotta keep it in the club. If it ain't one punch, nigga, I don't want to hear it, keep your tone down. Had a couple complications, but it's on now. And if you want a conversation, set his zone down. Nigga, what he say, I ain't hear him out of zone down. Can't walk this alone now. I'm 44, I'm on another level with it. Niggas never listen, so I let the devil get his ass. I try to tell him, I'm a rebel nigga. Better be careful if you ever think I'm stepping in my path. Cause it ain't no game, stay in your lane. Now I'm playing twisted metal with his ass. Got it on the top. I just began to it pretty much. Your brotherhood of weapon, gotta keep it in the clutch. Revenge is my main bitch, I think I got a crush. And she know that I got some sick shit inside me. But you know I.S.U.P.K versus everybody. Got the top through the buttons like a Teddy Riley. I'ma race through the track like a Ricky Bobby. Got it off the dust. I just began to it pretty much. Your brotherhood of weapon, gotta keep it in the clutch. Gotta keep it with me, it's a must. Got it off the dust. I just began to it pretty much. The brotherhood of weapon, gotta keep it in the cut. If it ain't one West, nigga, hot.
All right, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. All right, it's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? You know what it is. It is Monday. All right. The history class. You know what I'm saying? We break things down line upon line, precept upon precept. Here a little, there a little. You understand? Using external references to back up and support things that are in the Bible. You understand? Yeah, we good. If you are on YouTube, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Well, I'm telling you guys to do it. Let me go ahead and do it. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and share the class. Let's see, here we go. Boom, bitty, boom. Make sure I'm doing what I'm telling y'all to do. All right. So today's class, you know what I'm saying, it's a popular topic in Israel. You know, Commanding General YAHANNA out here bringing out the thunder, you know what I'm saying, on Black Watch, keeping us abreast of all the information, everything that's going on in the world with this war going on in Russia and the Ukraine, you understand, and what is potentially going to take place, you understand, all across the world, all right? So today's subject matter is World War III and the state of the last days. All right. So we're gonna jump right into it. All right, we're gonna start off at Matthew 24 and 6. All right. When you got it, Quinaz, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me pull it up on the screen for him real quick. Boom, boom, boom. All right, you got it, Quinaz?
Come.
All right, go ahead and read it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
You shall hear what?
Of wars and rumors of wars.
You understand? So understand this. You are going to hear wars and rumors of wars. You understand? This should give you a key indicator of where we are, right? Everything that we live by, everything we do is biblical, right? People like, man, you not tripping over Russia and Ukraine? I was like, nah, bro, it's in the Bible. You understand? We are going to continue to hear wars and rumors of wars. All right, keep reading.
Come. See that ye be not troubled.
See that ye be not what?
Troubled.
Be not what?
Troubled.
You understand? The Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, we are not troubled, man. We are not dismayed by the signs of the times. You want to know why? Because we've been talking about this since 1969, man. Like one of the brothers put up a TikTok video of actual footage from 1969 talking about Russia is going to kick off the world's war, man. You understand? This is where we are. Like, we've been talking about this since the inception of this school, man. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. For all these things must come to pass.
For what?
For all these things must come to pass.
Keep reading.
But the end is not yet.
You understand? All these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. You understand? The end don't come until Christ cracked that sky. You understand? I know it's crazy out here. You know, North Korea just flexed their power testing a nuclear warhead. You understand? To show what they got, that they ready to be a dog in the fight. You understand what I'm saying? I know you scared. I know I know gas prices is skyrocketed. You understand? And trust me, it's gonna get a lot worse. You understand? The stock market gonna crash. You understand? Electrical grid is gonna fail. You understand? It's gonna get a lot worse before it get better. Keep reading.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
For what?
For nation shall rise against nation.
For what?
For nation shall rise against nation.
And what color are these words?
These colors red.
They what?
Red.
So I mean they Christ words, right? You know what I'm saying? Christ said way back then that nation is going to rise against nation, man. It's nothing to fear. You understand? It's just a day on the block. You understand? Just another day in the neighborhood of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's been prophesied since the days of old, since the time of Christ, man. Keep reading.
Come. And kingdom against kingdom.
And what?
And kingdom against kingdom.
You understand? So it's going to be nation against nation. It's going to be kingdom against kingdom. You understand? This is what is prophesied in the Bible. This is what we are dealing with. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. And there shall be famines and pestilences.
You understand? So we dealing with that, right? You understand? Like it's a famine right now that people just not aware of. You understand? Like anything that happened, if it get too cold, it's a run on the grocery store. You understand? If a flood comes, it's a run on the grocery store. And every time it's a run on the grocery store, we find out that it's not enough what? Food. We find out that it's not enough what? Water. You understand? We dealing with the pestilence right now. You understand? With the coronavirus. You understand? We got the coronavirus. We got Omicron. We got Delta. You understand? What's the other one we got? It's Corona, Omicron, Delta. Oh, and then the new one, the IHD one. You know what I'm saying? The one that just came out in France and Denmark. So we're living in the time of the pestilence and in the time of famine. You understand? But the scripture said in verse 6 that you should not be dismayed, man. There's nothing to fear. Because even with all of this happening, we're still not at the end. But it's a sign of the times that we are close to the end, man. So the Lord is telling you to prepare yourself, to remove yourself from this nation, so you are not partakers of his plagues and of his punishments, man. All right, is that all on verse 7? Keep reading.
And earthquakes.
And what?
First places.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then we got the earthquakes in the first places, man. Like we got hurricanes hitting New York. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? We had an ice storm in Texas. A blizzard that shut everything down. You understand that shut down the whole electrical grid in Texas, man. You feel me? We got mudslides and firestorms in Cali. You understand what I'm saying? Like tsunamis everywhere. Volcanoes starting to erupt. We here, man. We here right now. We are in the thick of, we are in the time that Christ prophesied about. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
All these are the beginning of sorrow.
Are the beginning of happiness.
Of sorrow.
You understand? This is the beginning of sorrows, man. You understand? What we're going through right now, this isn't the beginning of happiness. You understand? This is the beginning of, oh, happy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a whole happy day. You understand? This is not the beginning of that. This is the beginning of sorrows. It's going to get worse. And today we're going to explain how bad it's going to get and why you need to get your mind right, man. You understand what I'm saying? Give me, let's go to Revelation 6:2. Let me pull it up on the screen for him. We're going to go to Revelations. Pull it up for him. Chapter 6. That's 5. Chapter 6. And then we're going to start at verse 2. All right, when you got it, go ahead and read it, man.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
And I saw, and behold, a white horse.
And you saw and behold a what?
A white horse.
Uh-huh. Keep reading.
And he that sat on him had a bow.
Mm-hmm.
And a crown was given unto him.
Mm-hmm.
And he went forth conquering and to conquer.
Uh-huh. Keep reading.
Verse 3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, first, let's deal with the first horse. All right. So the first horse came out, you understand? And the spirit was sent out to the earth for conquer and conquering. You understand? That spirit is today, man. Like, if you don't know anything about America, America conquers for sport, man. Like, they'll start a war because the stock market's down. You understand? Like, if like, I'll give you a prime example. Vietnam, you know, where we lost a lot of blacks and Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, in the war of Vietnam. You know what that war was over? 10. So they can have 10 metal to build automobiles. You understand? Because that was a leading utility metal under silver. Actually, it was ahead of silver because electronics hadn't came on the forefront to be built yet, you know, with the microchips and stuff like that. You feel me? But 10 was the forefront because, you know, you had Henry Ford, you understand, who was leading the production of automobiles. You know what I'm saying? So that whole Vietnam War was over the tin metal. You understand? It wasn't over life or death. It was over a ore. You understand? A utility metal. You dig what I'm saying? So the spirit of conquer and conquering is set out into the world. It's already here, man. This spirit is already here in the earth, man. It's been here since Alexander, since the Persians and the Medes. You understand? Since the Assyrians and the Babylonians. You understand? Since the Greco-Roman Empire. We're still in the Roman Empire. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And there went out another horse that was red.
All right. And it said another horse. And it said, what color was it?
Red.
It was what?
Red.
Uh-huh. Keep reading.
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
To do what from the earth?
To take peace from the earth.
Uh-huh.
And that they should kill one another.
That they should do what?
Kill one another.
That they should do what?
Kill one another.
Uh-huh.
And there was given unto him a great soul.
You understand? The great red horse is here, man. You want to know how I know? Because of Tamir Rice. You want to know how I know? Because of Alton Sterling. You want to know how I know? Because of Sandra Bland. You want to know how I know? Because of Maud Arbery. You understand? You want to know how I know? Because of Philando Castile. You understand? That spirit of murder is here on the face of the earth. You understand? You want to know how I know? Because Russia is going against the Ukraine. You want to know how I know? Because it was the war on terrorism in Afghanistan. You understand what I'm saying? Like the red horse is here, man. So we got the white horse that's here, the spirit of conquering. And now we know the red horse is here, the spirit of murder. You understand? White on white crime, black on black crime, Asian on Asian crime. You understand? The spirit of murder is in the earth, man. Keep reading.
Verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see.
Come and what?
Come and see.
Come look at this, man. Keep reading.
Come. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse.
A what horse?
A black horse.
A what horse?
A black horse.
Uh-huh.
And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
A pair of what?
Of balances in his hand.
Now, what is a balance supposed to do? I mean, we're going to get in. Matter of fact, just keep reading. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny.
Uh-huh.
And 3 measures of barley for a penny.
You understand? Hold on. Read that part again. Read verse 6 again.
Come, sir. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny.
Uh-huh.
And 3 measures of barley for a penny.
Now, one measure of wheat and 3 measures of barley, both are for a penny. That's an unequal weight, bro. Because barley and wheat are equivalent. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that that's prevalent today? Let me bust your head. You understand? A cost for a loaf of bread is the same cost for a gallon of gas today. You understand? I went to the grocery store and bought a loaf of natural honey wheat oat farm bread. The same bread I've been buying since I was a kid that was 99 cents. It's $3.18 right now. Gas is $3.75, bro. Dig that. One loaf of bread is the same cost as gas. You understand what I'm saying? Read verse 5 and 6 again, bro.
Come, sir. Verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld.
Uh-huh.
And lo, a black horse.
And what, a black horse?
And lo, a black horse.
Uh-huh.
And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
You know what I'm saying? A balance is meant to make an equal weight. You understand? So you know someone wasn't cheating you. Okay? They would put whatever the measure, like if it's gold, right? They would put whatever measure of whatever produce that would be equivalent to the gold. And they would weigh it out. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts.
Mm-hmm.
A measure of wheat for a penny.
You understand? Keep reading.
And 3 measures of barley for a penny.
Keep reading.
And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
You understand? So this is how we know that the black horse is here right now. You understand? We bringing it to current events. You understand? A loaf of bread is equivalent to a gallon of gas. You understand what I'm saying? And it said, hurt not the oil and the wine. Right? What is the oil and what is the wine? Kunaz?
Sir, is that us?
That is us. Why? Look on the table. Yeah, look on the table. What's on the table? You know what I'm saying? These are things that we use as far as the ordinances and the ceremony of our priesthood. You know what I'm saying? Oil was for anointing. Wine was a drink offering for priests. You understand? So the Lord is saying, even though the black horse is here, and it's an unfair of measurements of commodity goods and resources, hurt not the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Let them make it in this scarce time. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't nobody know how to thrive like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in lack. You understand what I'm saying? You want to see creativity? Let me show you Section 8. Let me show you WWIC. You understand? Let me show you low income housing. Let me show you the projects. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 7. And when he had opened the fourth seal,
Mm-hmm.
I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." Verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse.
Mm-hmm.
And his name that sat on him was Death.
Was what?
Was Death.
Was what?
Was Death.
Uh-huh.
And hell followed with him.
And what followed with him?
And hell followed with him.
You understand? What is hell?
Like hell is a condition. It's a torment, but not as in the fact of like going somewhere and being tormented under the earth. Hell is what we're living through right now.
Precept. Go to Revelations 2 and 9. We're gonna read Revelations 2. Revelations 2. Yeah, just read Revelations 2 and 9. We're gonna read to 11. This precept right here.
Come, sir. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9.
Hold on, let me pull it up on the screen for him so I can read along with you. All right, run it.
Come. I know thy works.
He know thy what?
Thy works.
Thy what?
Thy works.
Thy what?
Works.
Uh-huh.
In tribulation.
And what?
Tribulation.
What is tribulation?
Trying times. What you think?
You know what I'm saying? Hard times in hell, man. That's what tribulation is. Keep reading.
Come. And poverty.
And what?
Poverty.
And what?
Poverty.
You know what I'm saying? Tribulation and poverty is hell, man. Not only are you having a hard time to and fro on the earth getting falsely pulled over by police, you understand, being degraded, your manhood on your job, being treated like a pound of flesh as a female on your job, you know what I'm saying, being demoralized when you go to the grocery store, when you go to the convenience store, when you go to the liquor store, you understand, when you go to the nail salon, when you go to the beauty supply, you understand? Then on top of that, you got to worry about being gunned down. You understand what I'm saying? You are in tribulation and you in poverty. You going through all of this for $12 an hour. You going through all of this for $15 an hour. Even if you making $20 an hour, that ain't nothing, man. That ain't nothing. With inflation and everything going on, it's nothing. And then you swimming in debt that you can barely breathe. You are in tribulation and in poverty. That's hell, man. Keep reading.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
And he knows the blasphemy of them that call themselves what?
Jews.
Uh-huh.
And are not.
Mm-hmm.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
The Lord knows the blasphemy of those that have adopted your identity, man. That are calling themselves you, that's trying to take on your inheritance. And he knows that they are a synagogue of Satan, that the Lord is not with them. The Lord is buying his time to destroy them. But there's one thing that you got to understand. Read verse 10.
God. Fear none of these things.
Do what?
Fear none of those things.
Fear what?
None of those things.
Uh-huh.
Which thou shalt suffer.
You understand? The Lord said, don't fear none of those things. Don't fear the tribulation that you're going through. and don't fear the poverty that you're going through. But you're going to suffer from, man. You're going to suffer worse than tribulation and poverty. Let's find out what else you're going to suffer, to let you know that when it was talking about when the pale white horse of death came forth in the earth, how you know it's here is because when death came here, hell came with him for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? So let's find out what else you're going to go through in this hell. Read.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
You understand? Just in case y'all don't know what the word devil is, the word devil comes from the Greek word diablos, right? It is an epithet that is commonly used for a man that is in opposition with the will of God, right? So it says a devil, a man that is in opposition with the will of God, he's going to do what, Kunaz?
Cast some of you into prison.
You understand? He's going to cast some of you into prison. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans lead the rate and the ratio in the prison system, man. You understand? We are the number one incarcerated people in the earth because the United States has more prisons per capita, you understand, per county, per city, per state, than the entire world has combined, man. That should tell you something. You understand? But the Lord said when the black horse, when the pale white horse came death, he's gonna bring hell with him. You understand? And one of the hells you're gonna have to go through is tribulation. Another one is poverty. You understand? Then he's gonna throw some of y'all into prison. Keep reading.
And he shall have tribulation 10 days.
And he shall what?
Have tribulation 10 days.
You understand? Now, according to Paul, a day unto God is likened unto 1,000 years. You understand what I'm saying? We've been thrown into prison since the Babylonian Empire. We've been treaded under the foot with the Persians and the Medes. You understand what I'm saying? Like Mattathias went to war with the Greeks under Alexander. You understand what I'm saying? Christ went to war with the Romans. In every captivity, those that were righteous were thrown into prison, man. You understand? And that's what you got to understand. Right now, you got a choice. You ain't being told to convert or die, to deny Christ or die, to deny the truth or die. To deny the truth, or you going to go to prison for the rest of your life. And we're going to torture you day and night. We're going to beat you. You understand? You're not going through that. But right now, you got a choice. You understand? You got a choice right now. All you got to do is choose to serve the Lord. You understand? You're not having to say, either you're going to serve us or serve the Lord, or you're going to starve. Your family going to starve to death. Because all we offer in your community for the government rations for the next 6 months is pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and hog head cheese. You understand what I'm saying? To where you forced to starve. And when you in prison, when you in jail, you got to eat what they give you, right? Or have money in your books for commissary, or you gonna what? You gonna starve to death. You ain't been faced with these punishments, with these tribulations, with this type of hell yet. Oh, but it's coming for everybody. We're gonna see how much you love the Lord. You understand? When they got your mama and daddy on their knees with a hatchet in their hand, saying, if you don't curse God, I'm going to kill your mother and your father. Then I'm going to kill your wife. Then I'm going to kill your children. You're not faced with that. You understand? Right now, All you got to do is choose. But don't get it twisted. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. Ukraine feeling it right now. It's coming. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Come. Be thou faithful unto death.
Be thou faithful unto what?
Unto death.
Unto what?
Death.
You understand? The Lord said, be ye faithful unto death, man. If you have to starve to maintain your righteousness, starve. If you have to die in thirst to maintain your righteousness, die in thirst. If you have to watch your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your wife, and your children die to maintain your righteousness, die in your righteousness, man. Because that's what happened in 2 Maccabees, right? A mother watched all of her sons die. Then she died. And then the youngest was up. You understand? And right before they killed his mother, after they killed all of his older brothers, his mother told him to die in your righteousness. Then when it came his time to die, he said, do your worst. He chopped off his arms and his legs and fried him in a frying pan like he was a piece of fried chicken. This is in the Bible. You understand? The scripture says, what unto death?
Be thou faithful unto death.
The scripture says, be faithful unto death, man. Christ said, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You talking about you ready to die for a righteous cause, but you can't even put the blunt down. You understand what I'm saying? You saying you ready to die for a righteous cause, but you can't stop popping pills. I'm going to bring it even further. You saying you ready to die for a righteous cause, and you still talking about, hey, bro, hey, short me down, man. You can't stop smoking cigarettes. But you ready to die for Christ? Nigga, please. You understand? Because scripture says that no one is tempted above what is common to who? Man. You understand? You can't stop smoking cigarettes. You can't suffer not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. So you mean to tell me if faced in captivity, you being in prison, that's the only thing they're offering on the menu for you to eat, and you're not gonna eat it? Nigga, please. You understand? I give you a quick story. One of my favorite comedians is Ali Sadiq. You know what I'm saying? Houston native, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? He an ex-con. You understand what I'm saying? He was locked up, you feel me? And during the time of when Farrakhan did that Million Man March, he said that, okay, well, we gonna protest in the prison system. All the brothers, we not gonna eat today. We gonna feed ourselves. What does that cause? Did that cause the state to throw away thousands of dollars in food? You understand? What did the white man do? On the day they decided to do it, like it was, I think the normal menu that he said was supposed to be for that day, it was supposed to be like the loaf, like the brick loaf. You know what I'm saying? Where they just pound a whole bunch of stuff together. It's just dry. It's disgusting. It is horrible. But guess what they swapped it out for on that day when they decided to stand together? Fried chicken. You understand what I'm saying? So you telling me, and look, and he was like one of his homeboys folded. You understand? His homeboy worked in the mess. He got to cook all this fried chicken for all the other inmates. He was like, well, you said that we couldn't eat in the mess hall. So I brought it back to the cell for us to eat. You understand? That's the same spirit that got us knocked off in the wilderness. That's the same spirit that got us knocked off when we went to war. Because Nobody wanted to be perfect. Nobody wanted to follow all the laws, statutes, and commandments the Lord gave us. When he told us to kill all the men, all the women, all the children, all the cattle, you understand, and take not one piece of gold or silver, you was a nigga that took the gold and the silver and buried it in a hole in your tent and caused us to lose the next war. You understand what I'm saying? But you telling me that you can be faithful to the end unto death? Nigga, please. That's why you're supposed to die to yourself, man. You're supposed to kill yourself first. What is killing yourself? Your flesh, your lustly desires, man. This is what's supposed to die first. You understand? This. If you can't stall this out, how you think you're gonna stall the enemy out? How you think you're gonna die with integrity, with honor? Keep reading.
Come. And I will give thee a crown of life.
And the Lord's gonna do what?
Give thee a crown of life.
You understand? The Lord said, if you go through this tribulation, you understand? If you go through this poverty, if you go through being locked up in prison, if you go through dying on your souls, on your 10 toes, he gonna give you a what?
A crown of life.
A crown of life, man. A crown of glory, man. You understand? You don't believe me? You understand? When Christ faith was low, when he was on the mount, you understand? Those that were faithful like him showed up to give him encouragement. Moses and Elijah. They had that crown. They know how heavy it is to wear that crown for a nation. Moses wore it for a nation. Elijah wore it for a nation. David wore it for a nation. Solomon wore it for a nation. You don't know that type of way, man. To where the nation rises and falls on every decision that you make. That's the reason why Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are in the condition that we're in now. You talking about World War III. I'm talking about the war within me. The war within you. You talking about going to war with the enemy with guns, but you can't fight the temptation and the lust in your mind. You think you can battle with the enemy? But you can't deal with you. You can't deal with your frenemies, your friends. The partners you think is on your side, but it's dragging you down. It's going to make you die. Keep reading.
He that hath an ear, let him hear what
he that had an ear do what?
Let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
Mm-hmm.
He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death.
You understand? If you overcome this, man, if you overcome the tribulation, the poverty that's coming due to World War III, because gas prices going up, the loaf of bread is worth a gallon of gas, man. Hear that, bruh. A loaf of bread is worth a gallon of gas. That is ridiculous. You understand? If you survive all this, and you survive the tribulation, the poverty, the being thrown in prison, and even unto death, you won't have to go through the second death because you've gone through the first death. You've killed yourself. You've died to self, man. So when Christ comes to kill everything moving, you don't got to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Yahawashi went through that, so you don't got to go through that. Scripture says, lean not on your own understanding. It ain't about what you feel. It ain't about what you think. It ain't about what you believe. It's what the scripture says. Because you're going to be that nigga that's going to roll up to Christ and be like, Lord, it's me. It's me. It's your boy. I served you. I was in church every day. Think about, what's your name? You're going to be like, it's Bobby from the block, sir. You know, I got my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I got my ministry. I be pushing your words because I be out on the street. I'm Bobby from the block. You know me, Lord. I'm known all over Houston. Nah. Yeah, I know you. Hey, bring him right here. Bring him hither. Slay him. He gonna say, get away from me. I never knew you, you worker of iniquity, man. Because those that's doing the real work are the ones that's hated in the earth. Those that are of the truth, man. And I don't care who this offends. Because the truth is not meant to be your friend. It's supposed to cut like a double-edged sword down through the flesh to the bone, even unto the marrow, piercing unto the spirit, man. Because that's what's going to save your life, the truth, not what's cool, not what feels good, not appeasing your friends, your partners out here in the street, man. He that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. You know what I'm saying? So let's move on to the next scripture. Let's go to 2 Chronicles 15:3. Lord of Christ, all right. You know what I'm saying? 2 Chronicles 15:3. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. 2 Chronicles. No, you good. I'm pulling it up on the screen. I started off here. You good, all right? All right. So we're gonna go to 2 Chronicles 15:3. You understand? So this is how the destruction is gonna come in the earth. All right. So this is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 15, verse 3. Now for a long season, Israel had been without the true God, and without a teaching priest, and without the law. You understand? That ain't no time like the present. You understand? Just like in the past, things that were written aforetime before our learning and for our understanding, you understand? That's where we are now. Up until 1969, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, they didn't know God. They didn't know the law, statutes, and commandments. The law was far from them. God was far from them. There were no priests, you understand, or prophets of God in the earth. You be like, well, what about the Catholics? You talking about them pedophiles? So you telling me these pedophiles, you understand, these lesbians, these homosexuals, you're telling me that these are priests of the Lord? God forbid. You understand? Up until 1969, when the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge was founded, this truth was not taught. The kingdom of heaven is at hand was not taught. For blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to keep the commandments, the laws, and the statutes, these high holy days, and these dietary laws were not taught. The prophecy of World War III was not taught. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 4. But when they in their trouble did turn unto the Lord God of Israel and sought him, he was found of them.
You understand? And the scripture says, when we were found, you understand? When we went through trouble and we turned to the Lord, just like a father. You understand? Your son out here in the streets acting up, and he come knocking on your door, and he messed off. And be like, Daddy, I'm sorry. I'm ready to do right. What father is not going to have pity upon their son? That's all we got to do, man. In this time, in this great tribulation of World War III, and the things that's about to go forth out to the earth, now is the time for us to turn back to our Heavenly Father. Now is the time to turn back to our culture. Because I don't know if you know by social media, niggas is out here dying. Hispanics are out here dying. Native Americans are out here dying at an alarming rate. And the only refuge and safe haven for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American is this truth, man. Right. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 5. And in those times, there was no peace to him that went out.
You understand? There is no peace for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. There's no peace when you wake up in the morning because you don't get enough sleep. You know what I'm saying? There's no peace before you go to work because you don't have no nourishment. There's no peace when you go on your job because you're oppressed. You understand what I'm saying? There's no peace when you're leaving work because you don't got enough money on your check. There's no peace in your household because your woman is not looking at you like the king that you are, like the priest that you are, because she distracted by the material things and things that you cannot provide. You understand what I'm saying? We are in a state of trouble, man. But the Lord said if we would only turn to him, he would hear us. He will restore the world rightly, man. Keep reading.
Come. Nor to him that came in, but great vexations were upon all the inhabitants of the countries. Verse 6, and nation was destroyed of nation.
You know what I'm saying? There was no peace on the earth, and what happened? Nation was destroyed against nation. We got Ukraine against Russia right now. You understand? Nation's about to get involved. You understand? North Korea is like, who? North Korea, he on the sideline like, who, baby? I'm ready. I want one of y'all to jump in. You know what I'm saying? I got Putin back. What's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to push the button. You know what I'm saying? He tested his nuclear arsenal, making sure his sword, he sharpened his sword, making sure it's good and sharp to gut somebody. You understand? Nation is rising against nation right now. It's about to be a powder keg, bro. You understand? A toss of a Molotov cocktail. You understand what I'm saying? Nation is going to rise against nation. That is what's happening right now. You understand? The red horse, the black horse, and the pale horse is doing its thing, baby. You understand? Death and hell on earth is here right now. Pestilence is here right now. The spirit of conquering is here right now. The spirit of murder is here right now. But you better get your mind right because Christ ain't here right now. Because when he come, it's over. Everybody gonna be like, oh, it's the big one. You understand? You're gonna be like, woe is me. Because you are destroyed, man. You think America gonna save you, you're gonna go right down with them. Right. You think Russia and Ukraine gonna save you, Ukraine finding out that their government ain't with them. Right. The president on there, y'all come help us. Why ain't nobody helping us? Putin, look what Putin, come on, man, come help us. You gonna find out ain't nobody with you, man. You understand? Every beast is gonna turn to his like. The lions gonna be rolling with the lions, the gazelles with the gazelles, silverbacks with the silverbacks. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, it's time for us to come together, man. Because the Asians, they linking up. The white man, they linking up. You understand? It is our time to come together. We either join or we die. Keep reading.
Okay. And city of city, for the power did vex them with all adversity.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be nation against nation, city against city. Hey, the water. You know what I'm saying? And the power did vex them. Keep reading.
God, verse 7. Be ye strong, therefore.
Be ye weak.
Be ye strong, therefore.
You understand? It don't matter if they dropping bombs in your area. It said what?
Be ye strong, therefore.
You understand? I want to see how real niggas gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's one thing going to sleep to gunfire. I mean, we used to that in the hood. But missiles and bombs being dropped in your hood, you ain't used to that, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you used to watching that on TV. You're not used to seeing that and living that. You're not used to when you walk out of the house, you got to take a certain path, ducking behind buildings and obscurities to obstruct line of sight from you being shot and killed. You don't know what that life is like. You understand? But the scripture said, be ye strong, therefore, because hard times is coming, man. America thinks they modern day Troy, but guess what? Troy failed. You feel they can't get to us because, you know, we got the Atlantic and the Pacific on each side of us. But guess what? Russia is right next to Alaska.
Sure.
Alaska is right above Canada. Canada is right above where? America.
Right.
Don't get it twisted, all right? You understand? Don't get caught slipping. Because I guarantee they already devising a plan. It is time for us to unite, man. The only power and salvation that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans got is Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Keep reading.
Come. And let not your hands be weak.
And let what?
Let not your hands be weak.
Uh-huh.
For your work shall be rewarded.
Your faith is your reward.
Your work shall be rewarded.
Your belief is your reward.
For your work shall be rewarded.
You understand? What is the work? What's the work? Yabakan, what's the work?
So like if I may, Adawan, is it showing what you've done for the good of the nation for Israel?
How do you do that?
Not by following the law, statutes, and commandments.
Give that brother a hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Because of the law, statutes, and commandments, that's what made us go to Acuna, man.
Right.
To help the Haitians. The law, statutes, and commandments. To the first law is to love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy might, with all thy soul. The second is likened unto it, to love thy brother is thyself. We saw our brothers and sisters under a bridge, crossing water, babies running naked, our people being whipped and mushed by horse whips, our people starving and dying of thirst, our people being corralled like cattle to be under a bridge or on a park campground. Because we want our brothers to be like us, we mobilized. We drove an hour and a half in cartel country in the pitch black, in the darkness, in the veil of night, man.
Right.
Well, the only light that we had on the road was our headlights, man. You couldn't even see the road because it was covered by dust.
Right. So.
For the blood of my brothers, man. That is the only thing that is going to have salvation for us. Brothers like the brothers in Israelite school and University of Practice willing to put their life on the line just to get water to their brother. Just to get Pampers and formulas for babies. Just to get new, fresh clothes for our people so they're not tethered in rags.
Right.
Toiletries so they're able to take care of themselves. Feminine products so they're able to take care of themselves, man. So they can live at least for a little while like they would normally live. That's worth dying for. Keep reading.
Verse 8. And when Asa heard these words and the prophecy of Oded the prophet, he took courage and put away the abominable idol.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans need to do right now. You need to take courage. Put away the weed, man. Put away the cocaine, man. Put away the crack, man. If you're an alcoholic, put the bottle down, man. Put the Xanax down, man. Put the lean down, man. You understand? Put the abomination, put the pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster down, man. Now is not the time. We are on the brink of death because hell is in the earth. The pale white horse is here, man. Either you gonna live or you gonna die. The choice is yours. You understand what I'm saying? Give me let's go to Romans. No. Let's go to Isaiah 19:1. You know what I'm saying? This is how the Lord is going to destroy the enemies. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull it up on the screen for him. Isaiah 19:1. Go ahead and read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud.
You know what I'm saying? This is the burden of Egypt, man. America is spiritual Egypt, man. Understand that. This is the burden of Egypt, bro. And it said the Lord does what?
Rideth upon a swift cloud.
That's how Christ's coming back. Christ is coming back on a swift cloud. He coming like a thief in the night. You understand? The whole world gonna see him when he roll up, because you're gonna see UFOs, or what we call IFOs, identified flying objects from one end of the sky. Like this, you ain't even gonna be able to see the sky.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no sun, ain't gonna be no moon, ain't gonna be no fire. It's gonna be like the sky is on fire from these chariots breaking the Earth's atmosphere. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord is going to come on a swift cloud to spiritual Egypt, America. Read.
God will come and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
You understand? The earth is going to shake like. That's how it's going to sound when the Lord comes. You understand? Mount Rushmore is going to fall. The Washington Monument is going to fall. The Lincoln Memorial is going to fall. The Martin Luther King Memorial is going to fall. You understand what I'm saying? The White House is going to fall. All of the idols in the earth are going to fall. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, it ain't gonna lean no more, it's going to fall. The Eiffel Tower is going to fall. The pyramids of Egypt, they're going to fall. All the idols of this world are going to fall at that. Keep reading.
Come, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
They're gonna be like, oh my God. I just saw a brother, he posted a video from TikTok, you understand, of people on vacation at the Resort de Rio in Cabo, St. Lucia. And it was like 15 chariots blasting through the sky with a neon blue tail flashing and lighting up the sky, bro. And everybody, you know what they were saying? Oh my God, what is that? Imagine 200 million of them, Mark. The whole world gonna be like, oh my God, what is that? It's written and it's going to happen, man. Keep reading.
Khan. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
He gonna do what?
Set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
I don't know if you know about Russia and the Ukraine. They were once one people.
Right.
The USSR, the Soviet Empire. They were once one people. But guess what? It's Gog and Magog against Gog and Magog.
Right.
You understand? It's the Soviets against the Soviets. That's Russia and Ukraine. They were once comrades. And they were separated after the Cold War. You understand what I'm saying? So right now, Egyptians are fighting against Egyptians. The Soviet Empire is fighting against the Soviet Empire. Read.
Khan, sir. And they shall fight every one against his brother.
You understand? This is a family matter, man. You understand? These are brothers fighting against, they're of the same family. These are brothers fighting against brothers. Read.
Khan. Verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
You understand? So you got Soviets against Soviets, right? Then you got neighbor against neighbor. You got the Ukraine against Russia. They're neighbors. Then you got city against city. You understand? Russia invaded the border. Well, they came up on the border of Ukraine, and then they encroached the border. You understand? Everything that is written is coming to pass. You're not vibing with it because it's not happening on your side of the pond yet. Keep reading.
Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. And I will destroy the counsel thereof.
You understand? The spirit is going to fall away from it. You know how everybody says God bless America? It's going to be damn America in a minute.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because this nation going to burn from sea to shining sea. You understand? America going to look like Baghdad. America going to look like Iraq. America's going to look like the Ukraine. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
You understand? They gonna go to I.S.U.P.K. They gonna go to Santeria. They gonna go to Islam. They gonna go to the Muslim mosque. They gonna go to the Buddhist temples. They gonna go to the Hindu temples. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna seek the wizards. You understand? The witches. Let's find out what's gonna happen to them. Read.
Verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord.
Into a what lord?
Into the hand of a cruel lord.
A friendly lord.
A cruel lord.
A kind lord.
A cruel lord.
You understand? A cruel lord, man. Keep reading.
And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord.
You understand? That fierce king that's coming, man, is a black revolutionary man with hair of lamb's wool that's white as snow, eyes of red of fire, and hands and feet as burnished brass. His name is Yahawashi Mashiach, the man that the world knows is Jesus Christ, man. He's going to rule this earth with an iron fist. You understand? It ain't going to be the Jesus loves me, this I know. It's not going to be none of that. It's going to be bring him hither and slay him before me. It said when Christ comes, the hem of his garment is going to be red because it's been dipped in blood. When Christ coming through, it's murder. It's going to be red rum. Christ is going to murder our enemies. And if you are in league with our enemies, guess what? You're going to die too. Keep reading.
Verse 5. And the waters shall fail from the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And the river shall be wasted up and wasted and dried up.
You understand? Everything that you desire in this earth is going to be dried up, man. You understand? If you desire electricity, guess what? No, bump that. Let's break it down a bit. If you desire AC, guess what? Ain't no AC. You understand what I'm saying? If you desire some type of form of entertainment on television, guess what? Ain't no television. You understand? You might be blessed enough to have a CB radio, maybe. Just to get word of like what's going on, what cities is being destroyed. You desire water, you gonna go 7 days without drinking it. And on that 7th day, when you gonna die, you gonna find a bottle of water. That's it. And you gonna go without water for another 7 days. That's hell, man. You desire filet mignon, you gonna find rat. You understand what I'm saying? You desire some chicken, you're gonna find pigeons. You understand? Everything that you desire is going to be far away from you, man. You gonna wish you can call Uber or Lyft to take you away from where you going. DoorDash, Uber Eats. You understand? Like, telling you, pigeon is going to be choice meats. It's going to be delicacy. You understand? People going to be hunting pigeon like it's deer. You understand what I'm saying? But what you fail to realize is many people are going to die when war breaks out on this soil. You want to know why? You don't know how to hunt. You understand? You don't know how to fish. You don't know how to grow vegetables, yield to the land. You don't know how to go to a swamp or to a river, you understand, and make yourself clean water. You're going to die. You understand? A third of the population is going to die like that. Because people are going to be fighting over whatever's left in the grocery store. When that's gone, people are going to start killing people and robbing them for what they have in their house. You got water, they're going to kill you over water. If you got Spam in a can, if you got mackerel in a can, canned goods is going to be like halibut. Canned goods is going to be like a tomahawk steak. You understand? You thinking your jewelry going to be worth something? No. This right here, this is going to be the new gold in the earth. Water. Because you don't know how to produce it. You don't know how to clean it. So therefore, this is going to be the most precious thing on the face of the earth. Water. Water going to go for $100 a pop for a bottle. And you're going to pay it because you don't want you and your family to die. You're going to wish you had tap. You understand? You're going to go weeks and months without bathing. because you don't want to waste the water to drink to clean yourself. You're gonna be walking around smelling like fecal matter and piss in your nether regions. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's coming. Keep reading.
Khan. Verse 6. And they shall turn the rivers far away.
Oh, you can stop right there. All right, let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to Malachi 4:1. So let's find out what's gonna happen to these witches and wizards that they gonna turn to. You understand? Let's find out what's gonna happen. All right, let me pull it up. Malachi, what did I say? 4:1. All right, let me pull it up. 4:1. Go for it.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
Hold on. How did you describe the day that's coming?
That shall burn as an oven.
How is the oven? What you say, sis? The oven is hot as hell. You ever went to your mama's house and she over there cooking some mac and cheese? Like, baby, go check on that chicken and that mac and cheese in the oven. And you open the oven, it's like whoosh. You like, ooh, that's hot. It says, behold, the day cometh, and it shall be like a what?
That shall burn as an oven.
You know what I'm saying? The day of the Lord, it's gonna burn like an oven, man. During the time of World War III, it's gonna burn like an oven, man. Ask Ukraine, they burning like an oven, man. They've suspended all trading in the stock market in Russia right now. The stock market is crashing in Russia because of the war between the Ukraine and Russia. There's no trading in that market right now. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no schools going on right now. People can't go to work. You understand? People are afraid to go out to try and find food. That's how it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be hot like an oven. Keep reading.
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Shall be what?
Shall be stubble.
You understand? All you proud Negroes, man, I'm slapping, swinging down. Look at me, draped up, dripped out. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Look at my house. I'm staying at the Mosaic Towers. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in Midtown, downtown. That Eiffel Tower not gonna save you from a missile from a Tomahawk helicopter. That loft downtown not gonna save you from a drone gun onslaught. You understand what I'm saying? It's not gonna save you. It's not gonna save you from a tank blasting on a building. It's not gonna save you. Your money will not mean anything when everybody wants this. Your car will mean nothing when everybody wants this. Your job, your salary, your 401k, your gold, and your crypto will mean nothing when everybody wants this. This is going to be the highest currency. Water. Keep reading.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
The scripture says that day is going to burn them up. Because right now, they can get whatever they want. They can make a call and whatever they want gonna come at their beck and call. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Deliver it to them at their door, breakfast in bed. But when they can't do, when that money don't mean nothing, and it's about this water, it's gonna burn them up. Because when they used to not stand in line at the club, guess they're gonna be standing in line for? Water. When they used to not standing in line and being in first class or riding their private jets, because they're gonna have to stand in line for? Water. You understand? When they used to not being in traffic driving, they being escorted, because they're gonna have to be in traffic for? Water. You understand? All that hubris and that piety, it's gonna get burned up, man, all the way down to the root. The stars of heaven gonna fall. And when I say heaven, I mean the heaven of this world. Those that, your Elon Musk, he gonna be musty. You understand what I'm saying? For water. You understand? Like, what's your boy Amazon, Jeff Bezos? You know what I'm saying? He gonna be looking like he gonna need to bathe. He gonna be Jeff bathe less for water. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z called himself Hova. He gonna need some baking soda. You know what I'm saying? Water. This is what you don't understand. Water. Like, can you go out right now without the grocery store, without tap? And can you right now, can you leave out of your house and go get clean water for your family? Do you know how to do it? If we said right now, we getting off the system, we getting off the grid. First two things you need is food and water. Not in that order. You can survive with water and without food. You can't survive with food and go without water. You'll die quick. Can you right now walk out of the door and go scourge for water? Drinking water. And we're not talking about no spigots, no faucets. You understand? No hoses. You understand? No fire hydrants. We're talking about go out in the wilderness and find water and make it clean and drinkable for you to drink, for you and your family. Can you do that now? You can't. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to die over this. Water. Neighbor is going to rise up against neighbor over water. City against city over water. Keep reading.
Verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
Where you at? Okay, yeah. Keep reading.
Verse 3. And ye shall tread down the wicked.
You know what? I think stop there. I think hold on. See, you shall tread down the wicked. Oh yeah, keep reading. Yeah, you good.
For they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet.
No, start at 3. Start at 3 again.
Khan. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 3. And ye shall tread down the wicked.
Keep reading.
For they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet.
Mm-hmm.
And the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts.
Let me tell y'all something, man. So I'm an IT specialist for a company that shall not be named. You understand? I go in and out of corporations, homes, running, installing coax, you understand, fiber optics, Cat 5 Ethernet, as well as I'm a chef, right? So this particular home that I was working on this past week was the home, ironically, of a Russian Jewish family. Right, exactly. Right. This dude is a retired stock investor. Okay, wealthy as hell, house laid. You know, we in there. We talking stocks. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm letting her know. You know what investments I have, commodities that I'm trading. He's so enthralled and impressed by my knowledge. He takes me down to his vault in his house. Huge vault. All types of gold, silver in there, stocks, bonds, stacks of money. You understand? You know what he told me? He said, you know, I don't worry about much. I can only recall one time when I was afraid. He said it was that time when we had that scare of that hurricane here in Houston. I was like, you talking about Rita? You talking about when everybody had to leave and nothing happened in Houston and people were in traffic for 20 hours to try and get to Oklahoma and Ohio and anywhere north in the Midwest or head west, right? He's like, yeah. He's like, man, we were headed, we got, you know, in the Oklahoma, man, and you know, we had to stop and get gas. And we were driving on the road, and there were these guys. They were bald-headed. It wasn't even black people. They were white guys. They looked like thugs, man. And they had swastikas tattooed in their head. And, you know, we pulled into the gas station, and they followed us there. And, you know, all the electricity was off. And the only reason why we was able to get gas is because I had cash. And if I didn't have this cash, or those guys would have robbed us, we would have probably starved and we would have been stranded. We probably would have died. I mean, he was scared. I saw the fear in his eyes. Like he was shaking. You understand? The Lord is going to burn up the proud, man. They are scared. That's why they have these votes in their houses, these off-site disaster shelters they've built, these silos underground that they've built to escape World War III and nuclear fallout and war, because they're scared. But Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we've been bred in a nightmare. You understand what I'm saying? We're the pit bull in a dog fight that was bred and beat, starved. You understand? Made to run without water. You understand? We running with a weight on our neck. And we've been bred in these conditions to where it's only the strongest of the strong. You don't think we got warriors? Look at Chirac. You understand? You don't think we got warriors? Look in Compton. You don't think we got warriors? Look in Dade County. You don't think we got warriors? Look in Baton Rouge, New Orleans. You don't think we got warriors? Go to 5th Ward. Go to 3rd Ward. Go to Sunnyside. Go to Dead End. You understand? Go to Acres Homes. Go to Forum Park. Go to A-Leaf. You understand? Go to Kirktown in Arizona. Go in Sacramento. Go to Oakland. They don't know what it's like to go without. You understand? They don't know what it's like to eat chicken feet. You understand what I'm saying? Hell, all that was left of the ox was the tail, and we made it a delicacy. That's how you, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we all got the same delicacy, oxtails. That's how you know we're the same people. All of us has a recipe for oxtails. You understand? Menudo. You understand? Barbacoa. You understand? Beef tongue. And my mama used to make me beef tongue when I was a kid. You understand? It go good over some rice and beans. Let me tell you that. They not used to that, man. You understand? The reason why we able to make greens out of every greens, collards, mustards, and turnips, it's just all we had. They don't know what that's like, man. They're going to die because they're terrified. And they're going to kill each other over water. Prepare yourself. The day of the Lord is at hand. Keep reading.
Wakan. Verse 4. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all Israel, with statutes and judgments. Verse 5. Behold, I will send you to Elijah. It's like I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to send his prophets out before that great and dreadful day of the Lord, man. That is what the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge is doing. His prophets are in the earth. We're in the four corners of the earth, prophesying what is about to happen, what is about to take place. You need to prepare yourself. You need to prepare your soul. You think it's hard now. It's not. It's not hard. You think it ain't going to be no more bills. It's just going to be trying to find shelter and trying to find food. Either you're going to be a prisoner of war or you're going to be a martyr. That's simple. That's where it's going. And Christ said, this is not the end, but the beginning of sorrows. So, yes, be happy to think that these things are happening, because this has to happen in order for America to fall. But when America falls, get your butt over there. You know what I'm saying? But when America falls, it's not going. There's going to be no government, no municipality. You understand? No power to exert any type of authority. It's going to be lawlessness. And the only thing that you're going to have to protect you is the law, statutes, and commandments and the Lord. That's right. You understand? You're going to know what it was like in the days of the prophets of old. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to be walking down the street trying to bring water back to the crib. Two robbers going to hop out of the bushes. What's that in your hand? Oh, it's a backpack. No, in your other hand. Oh, it's a bucket. What's in the bucket? Man, I'm just trying to get you back. What's in the bucket? Man, what's in the bucket? Water. Give me the water or you're going to die. Give me the water or I'm going to kill you. Me and my buddy, we're going to kill you. And then we're going to go back to your house that you were going to. We're going to kill all of your family. And then we're going to take their food and whatever supplies that you have. Give me the water. Now. That's what it's going to be like. But you know who's going to have shelter and be protected? The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You want to know why? Because brotherhood is a weapon. We don't send our brothers out there by themselves. We go 2 by 2, 4 by 4, 8 by 8, 16 by 16. We don't send our women out to the front line. We are men of war, and best believe we are not Christians. And I pray you understand what that means. We will not turn the other cheek. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 5. It's like verse 6. And he shall turn the heat of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse.
You understand? It is time for us to turn back to the culture of our forefathers, man. Like, the time in the kingdom of heaven is now. Matter of fact, give me let's go through. This is probably gonna be the end of it. Right. Go to Matthew 24. You're gonna start at verse 4, and we're gonna break it down line by line. Matthew 24, and you're gonna start at verse 4. Let me pull it up on the screen for him. Matthew chapter 24, verse 4. All right, go ahead.
Khan. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahushua answered and said unto them.
And it's Christ talking, right?
Khan, sir.
Go ahead.
Take heed that no man deceive you.
You know what I'm saying? In these last days, it's very important for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans for you to understand. Please don't let no man deceive you. You understand? Like, this is not the time to fall by the wayside. Keep reading.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
You understand? Like, people gonna say, I'm of the Lord. The Lord sent me. You understand? When they are a brood of vipers and venomous snakes in league with the devil and Satan. Keep reading.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
You understand? We are in that time right now. War is now. Rumors of greater wars is now. Keep reading. This is Christ's word. This is Christ talking. Keep reading.
See that ye be not troubled.
See that ye be not what?
Be not troubled.
Be not what?
Be not troubled.
You understand? The Lord said, be ye not troubled, man. Because these things must happen. And this is the beginning of sorrows. Not the end, but the beginning of sorrows. Keep reading.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Come on, Doc. Come on.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation,
Mm-hmm.
and kingdom against kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. And all these are the beginning of sorrows.
This is the beginning of the end. This is not the end. This is the beginning of the end. Keep reading.
Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you.
You know what I'm saying? You know who gonna deliver you up? Who gonna deliver you up? Guess. Who? The disciples gonna deliver you up to be killed? Go ahead.
Your own brother, sir.
Who?
Well, not in the I.S.U.P.K, but and if you're not in the truth, it's gonna be your own brother.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord said that He came to set a house at variance. You know what that means? Difference. He said he came not to bring peace, but the sword, to put a man at variance with his father. You understand? A daughter and mother, son-in-law, father-in-law, daughter-in-law, mother-in-law. You understand? It ain't gonna be your enemy. It's gonna be your family that's gonna turn you in. Man, why you rocking the boat, man? You gonna get us all locked up. Hello, police. Yeah, my son is a rebel. He's in this extremist group. Yeah, they meet downtown at 2020 Leland, and their school is on the south side of Houston. Oh, are you gonna give us extra rations? Thank you, sir. Click. Now you in jail. Now they torturing you. They trying to get information on the rest of the priests and on the rest of the prophets, the havens, the hideouts, the refuges that the Lord has built for us. Remember, Obadiah hid 50 of the Lord's prophets, 25 in one cave, 25 in another cave. They were living in a cave to keep the word of the Lord. Are you willing to do the same? You understand? Because Ahab and Jezebel was seeking to murder them. You will be afflicted and they will kill you. Keep reading.
Khan. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
You shall be loved.
And ye shall be hated.
Blessed.
Shall be hated.
Cared for.
Shall be hated.
You understand? They're going to hate you because they hate Christ, man. You want to know how much they hate Christ? He's white instead of black. That's how much they hate you. You understand? I want you to pay attention to something. Go back to the interviews with Vladimir Putin right before this kicked off, right? When they were in Russia. I want you to pay attention to the paintings that were behind him. All the paintings were of the Russian icons. They call them the icons in Russia. All the biblical figures of the Bible. Guess what color all those figures were that were behind him? Black. It was a picture of Christ and all of the apostles behind him. You know what color they were? Black. They know who you are. You understand? And they hate you because they know. They hate you because they know what's coming. And Vladimir Putin, a brother of the Ukrainians, because they were both under the Soviet Union, he hates his brother so much. And the mediocre piece of the pie that he's getting in this world, he said, bump it. I'm going to kick off the war that's going to bring Christ back. If I'm not going to eat, we all not going to eat. What you going to do? I'm going to push the button. That's why they got NATO. See, they want to make sure everybody on the same page. They're trying to stall this out for as long as humanly possible. You understand? But you can't make bargains with a greedy dog because he's always hungry. And when you put food out for another dog, what are you going to do? He's going to try and eat that dog's food. You put it out for another dog, he's going to try and eat that dog's food. And after a dog might let it slide one time. He might let it slide 2 times. But that third day, when that dog is starving and that greedy dog trying to come over and take his food, what that dog going to do? It's going to lash out. That's what Vladimir Putin is doing to America. He's tired. He's tired of you taking all of the food. So guess what? We going to fight. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
You understand? That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen next. You feel me? NATO is going to disassemble. You know what I'm saying? All the countries in NATO are going to disassemble. NATO was founded after the last World War to prevent it from happening again. Everybody's picking sides. You understand? Like, it's about to get bad. Keep reading.
Verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
You understand? You're gonna have your Christian pastors, your Muslim imams, your Catholic priests. Everything's gonna be all right. There's nothing to worry about. They're lying to you. You understand? What happened to peace in the Middle East? Lies. You understand what I'm saying? There's no peace that's coming. Only war. And only a fool would think that everything's going to be all right when you got a swarm of snakes coming to your door. It's not going to be okay. It's about to get real bad, and you need to mentally prepare yourself. You need to physically prepare yourself. Read.
Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Mm-hmm.
But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
He that endured to the what?
Unto the end.
Unto the what?
Unto the end.
You know what I'm saying? He that endures to the end, man, the same shall be saved. Not for a week, not for a day, not for a month, not for a year, not for a decade. He that endures to the end. And if that is your life, it's the only way that you're going to receive salvation. It's either your life or until Christ comes back. Either way. You understand? You're going to die. Either you're going to kill yourself by killing your flesh, or if you don't, the Lord going to kill you. So either you can give up your life so you can have one when Christ gets here, or when Christ gets here, you will forfeit your life. Because you lived your life. You lived in your kingdom. Right? You have no place in the kingdom of the Lord. You're going to die. Keep reading.
Verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
You understand? That is what's happening right now. The gospel is being preached all over America, in Meso, in South America, Central America, in the Caribbean islands, in the UK. You understand? Like, the truth is being preached right now as a testament all over the world. You can't say ain't nobody tell you. Because you can't ask one person on the earth now, especially in the United States. You ever heard of the quote unquote black Hebrew Israelites? Yeah, them niggas crazy. Them niggas crazy. You know, something wrong with them. That ain't Christ-like. That ain't them brothers ain't Christians. You right? We're not Christians at all. That's a compliment. We're not passive. We're not weak. Keep reading.
And then shall the end come.
What verse you at?
The end of verse 14.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation.
Hold on, wait. So at the end of verse 14. So after you being afflicted, after you being killed, after you being betrayed and offered up to being sent to prison by your family. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, the word going out to the four corners of the earth, then the end will come. Now read the next verse.
When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet.
You understand? When you see the abomination of desolation, you understand? When it's like you are in the wilderness, like the prophet of Daniel prophesied. Keep reading.
Stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let him which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
You know what I'm saying? If you are in the city, guess where you're gonna be fleeing to? The country. Because I don't know if y'all know, Houston is a target. We are the port for the entire South and Midwest. We are a major port. You know what I'm saying? The ship channel is a major entry point for the transportation industry for the United States. Houston is a target. New York is a target. You understand? Florida is a target. California is a target. And if you're in the city, you're going to be fleeing to the hills. So all your cousins that you was laughing at us out there riding horses and all of that, when your car break down, you gonna wish you had a horse. You know what I'm saying? When they drop that EMP and all electronics is shut off, you gonna wish you had a horse and carriage. You understand? You gonna wish. And a man that has a horse, it's gonna be like a nigga with a Bentley. You know what I'm saying? If you got a horse, it's gonna be like driving a Maserati. You gonna have the real Mustang, the real horsepower. You gonna be like fine gold. And don't be a man with a horse that know how to hunt. What? You S&P 500. You know what I'm saying? You in the wealth class then. Everybody gonna be coming to you. And don't have a horse know how to hunt, and then you a blacksmith. You know how to fashion weapons and make bows and arrows, and or you a farmer? You got fruits and vegetables? What? Nigga, look, let me tell you something. All them women that called you country bumpkin, they're gonna be calling you pumpkin. Cause they gonna be sweet on you. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you see Billy Ray on that horse? You know what I'm saying? That's how they gonna be saying, that's how they gonna be talking. You gonna be as fine gold. Keep reading.
Verse 17.
Cause hold on, real quick, cause understand. All you independent women out there, that college degree ain't gonna mean nothing when the lights go out. That college degree ain't gonna mean nothing when you need water. Nigga gonna be like, so what you gonna do for this water? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got a whole case of water right here. What you willing to do for it? You feel what I'm saying? It's studies. You know what I'm saying? What that PhD gonna mean then? Huh? Because unless you in the truth, guess what you gonna do? You gonna toot. You understand? Because it's going to be lawlessness. All them degrees ain't gonna mean nothing if you don't got no horse, if you can't hunt, if you can't fish, if you can't farm, you don't know how to make clean water, it ain't gonna mean nothing. And you gonna want a man then. Because you gonna go out here and talk to one of these people crazy behind some water, they gonna pop you upside your head and leave you to be dead in an aisle in the alleyway. You gonna wake up bleeding, wondering where your clothes went. You out here butt naked. You gonna wish you had a man then. You gonna wish you had a protector. You know what I'm saying? You out here wanting these gentle men. At that point, you're gonna want toxic masculinity. Keep reading.
Verse 17. Let him which is on the house step not come down to take anything out of his house. Verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes.
You understand? Like you're not gonna be able to go out into the field just to get clothes, man. You know, you gonna yearn to go to the Galleria, Sharpstown Mall, Alameda Mall. You know what I'm saying? You gonna yearn for it, but it ain't safe outside. You gonna need a man. Keep reading.
And woe unto them that are with child.
What did it say?
And woe unto them that are with child.
Mm-hmm.
And to them that give suck in those days.
You understand? You think it's hard raising a baby on welfare and WIC? How hard you think it's gonna be to raise a baby in lawlessness? Well, it's nothing but thievery and murder. There is no government. There is no police. It's just you on your P's and Q's out here in these streets. What you gonna do then? Because you're not gonna be safe by yourself. Even a family with one man ain't gonna be safe by yourself. That's why we say in the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge that brotherhood is a weapon. Because the families will be together. Yasha will be together. You be a damn fool to try and roll up on the nation of Israel and try and take something. Keep reading.
Verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter,
Mm-hmm.
neither on the Sabbath day.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
No, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
Mm-hmm.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
You understand? And I don't know if you noticed, sis, the days getting shorter and shorter, huh? It seemed like a week just, You're like, man, it was just February 1st. It's the end of the month. Woo! Like you just saw everybody celebrate Valentine's Day. It's the end of the month. The Lord said he's making the time shorter for the elect's sake. because we're fighting to be righteous in this hellhole. The days have become shortened. I know it's hard to juggle sometimes because time is just flying by, but the Lord is doing that for your sake. Because you have been enduring, but continue unto the end. Keep reading. Read the 24.
Verse 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For verse 24, for there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Drop down to 42.
Verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come.
You understand? There are going to be many false prophets, many people that speak falsely in Christ's name. But it's time for you to be on watch, man. Because who knows? This could be the last online class. Last camp could have been the last camp. We could get the order to shut everything down, and the word of the Lord is not going back out into the earth anymore. People are going to be looking for, man, where them brothers that was on the corner? They was talking about all this was going to happen. Where they at? Where they school at? We going to be gone. Waiting for the Lord. You don't know when the Lord is going to come. He could come right now. He could come tomorrow. He could come next week. He could come next month. Hell, he could come at Passover. Imagine if you didn't celebrate Passover this year and the Lord brought the chariots to Passover. What an opportune time. All the nation of Israel is all gathered. And the Lord is all right, everybody, let's roll. This is why it's important for you to keep the law. This is why it's important for you to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Because you don't know the time that the Lord cometh. The scripture says that he will come like a thief in the night. And with that, we're going to say amadium, which means to sand, sar, which means to turn and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer, first in Hebrew, then in English. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malawit Gaba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Yabdalanawa, Lakham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Wala'ah, Kabi'ainawa, Badashayawan, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Wahapta Para, La'awalamyum, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sir, turn the face in front. Go give a courtesy salute to the brothers, then to the sisters. Men of Israel, Bar Shabbat, Baju, Rock. How about Shimmy out shot Brakatha? Daddy Batak, Sir, turn the face to sister.
the individual. March Shabbat. March. Rock. Y'all small down by Shin Y'all Shah. Y'all to be taught. Dismissed.
Fuck the slave.